I'm Dr. Jason Dean, and this is what you need to know about the 5G revolution. Dr. Jason Dean, Revolution Network, your source for health, freedom, knowledge. I'm actually coming to you from my local area where I practice on a daily basis. And I've been telling you out there how much we are being bombarded by, you see a little cell phone tower right there, the 5G network coming, EMFs, Wi-Fi, you name it. So I'm gonna take you on a video tour basically back towards my home from where I work every day and show you what's going on. But first I wanna show you that I remember growing up and going to the gas station, and everyone used to leave their cars or trucks running while they filled up their tanks. And now today that's like a big no-no, right? So you see little signs next to the gas station or the pump where you're filling up saying car must be shut off, and they don't want, for some reason, apparently maybe a spark from all of our cell phone signals, our cell phones, to set off the pump and blow up the gas station, which understandable. But yet this is fascinating. I turn here and we have a gas station right here across the street. This is literally about a half mile from where I work. Big gas station, a lot of pumps. Right next to it is a giant cell phone tower. So I just think it's kind of comical, the fact that you can't have it running as you're filling your car because it might have a spark from the static electricity or, you know, the actual the waves. But then this cell phone tower right next to me across the street, that actually has more and more antennas on it all the time. It did not start like that, but that is literally standing right next to it, and I think that's kind of fascinating. So let me take you on a tour, and let's go up the interstate I-4, the I-4 corridor, where we have about a 10-year construction project going on, and I'm going to show you what they're doing and what they're not talking about. Let's go. So I'm on I-4 right now, eastbound, and you'll see traffic going behind me. It's a crazy place. We are having construction done all around here. Sorry for about the sound. No matter if I have a microphone or just the phone, it's going to be loud. You see right behind me right here, these are lamp posts. They're actually LED lamp posts, which you can hide 5G network in, and these are being put up all the way up and down I-4 corridor. And when I turn around, you'll see them, they're back there as well, all the way up and down I-4. I'm gonna take you farther up the interstate towards my house and show you what else they're doing. All right, I'm in Lake Mary, Florida right now, a little bit up the highway from where the office is, headed towards my home. I'm gonna turn around here, I'm off an exit now. I don't know if you can see it well. There are actually lamp posts scattered throughout this area. One's right there, one is over there. Very tall lamp posts. They're LED lamp posts, and they're up and down the I-4 corridor. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna swing around, and you'll see one right there, and it goes very high up to the top. These are literally peppered up and down the corridor. I'm gonna actually run across the exit. Don't worry, I'll be safe, and show you up close what these look like and then give you a little description. All right, I made it across the exit, and I am now in front of the giant lamppost that goes all the way up in the air. See if you can see it. And at the top, so right now, we are expecting the hurricane potentially to come in. So they actually have the lights down. So these are the lights, and they're actually on a string, the wire that goes all the way up to the top. Sorry, I'm off camera to show you what that is. They're at the bottom because obviously if the hurricane comes through, they don't want them getting thrown around. Now, the interesting part about this, they're really tall. I mean, I'm assuming these are upwards of 100-foot tall lampposts up and down the corridor of I-4. And these lights, which I don't know why they have to bring them down and up because they're on wire, but it seems really weird. They're not like a typical lamppost. When you go in closer, they're LED, but they also have some housing up here that they can actually hide a lot of the technology inside of these. Not only that, but the post is really thick. And when we were watching these be installed, which they're installed several months ago now, we actually watched them being put up as we drove in and out of work every day, every week. And underneath this silver shielding, they're covers. Underneath, there's a lot of wires going on, but there's also circuitry. They can hide the 5G network in these areas, and it's very prominent. So these are all over the place. Again, I'm going to swing around here. I don't know if you can see them or not. They're in the background back there. And I'm in the middle of an exit again off of I-4 in Lake Mary. The lights are down right now again because they're waiting for the hurricane. I don't think they want them in the air, but they've been down for a while, so I don't know exactly what they're doing. But again, it goes all the way up, and they are rolling out the 5G network in several cities, a handful of cities. You can go Google this. Orlando is one of them, but they also did the I-4 project, which we're in the middle of, I-4 construction. And these strange lights are going up and down the interstate. So I want everyone to be in the know that this is actually happening. And look for things like this. When you see a really thick lamppost, like I'm gonna actually go up to it, and it is, my hand is this big. It's really thick, and this goes all the way up about 100 feet in the air, and there's something about them. And I want everyone to know about this, that they can use these to install the 5G network in your area. So I'm going to go farther up the interstate and just kind of show you a little bit more where all these things are being put. See you soon. I am here on my exit, just off of my exit, off to the side of I-4 here. And here is the last one I'll show you. There's a pocket of them all around me. You'll see them in the back right there. This is off the exit. These are the LEDs. They look like they're little solar, but they also have technology above them. And all the way up and down. So I literally just drove about 5 miles up the interstate. These were all the way up the side. Also, just off camera behind the trees here, there's a giant cell phone tower. In less than 5 miles, I passed more than 5 different cell phone towers that they keep putting up more and more. Basically, the cell phone back and forth. So there's over 5 of those within 5 miles, on top of all of these lampposts, as you want to call them. And this is what Orlando's happening. So if this is happening in your neighborhood, you need to be aware. They're going to tell you that 5G is okay, everything is fine, there's no worries. First of all, there's very little science behind it. There's been no experimentation. There's been some experimentation, I believe, in Europe that shows how bad it is. These literally will fry the brain of an individual, especially younger people. So I want you to know what this is all about, what this is actually happening, because we're gonna have to take a stand. Just like we take a stand on a lot of other health issues, whether it's vaccination, medication, drugs, you name it, the same thing has to occur here, because this is the technology going in, and we do not know yet what it's gonna do to public health. So within only 10 miles from the start of the highway to my house to back to the office, we have these all over the place. We have no less than 5 giant cell phone towers, and this is becoming the way of life in all of America, in your own communities, in your towns, and you need to be aware of it, because we need to educate more and more people on what is actually happening, and that's what we need to do. So I wanted to give you this update, go up and down the highway, showing you what's happening in Orlando, in my hometown, so you can be aware of what's going on in your hometown, and we can put a stop to this. Dr. Jason Dean, Revolution Network, health, knowledge, freedom, pass this along. Let's educate everyone out there, and so we can stop this from taking over our communities.